There we go. Here we go. All jacked up. This is it. Overcharged. What's up, agents? Hope you all are doing extremely well. In my never-ending quest to make the AFK striker drone assault turret build, codename better. One of my subscribers, Andy, sent this. He gets all the credit for this. I never would have imagined. Everything I've done with Future Initiative has been trying to do healing or hybrid healing builds. I don't think I would have ever even thought of using it solely for 2 DPS skills. So, Andy, thank you, sir. Without further ado, let's check out some gameplay of this. Alright, so first true full AFK. So that's a good amount of damage for not doing anything. Next, we got just the spike. Next, we got, there's our insig. Alright, there we go. Full bore. So this is full up with the full high-end build. It is a high-end build mixed with the Memento. This is the most recent build we just did. So this is going to use 1 piece of Wyvern, 3 pieces of hana-u, 2 pieces of hana-u for skill haste and skill damage, 1 piece for extra weapon damage. And then the gloves you can switch out for whatever weapon you're using. Since I am using an LMG, it only made sense to use contractor's gloves. So here we go. Build all these stacks up. Alright, now that we're max, we seem to be at about max. Alright, spike. Get some numbers. This is just in sync. All right, now future perfect and in sync. Here we go. Future Initiative. Future Initiative times 4. Alright, so that's a spike. Okay, full stacks. There we go. Here we go. All jacked up. This is it. Overcharged. Alright. So that is our Memento fully stacked up. Alright guys, now this is the same exact build, only instead of Memento, we're switching out for a Miah-Pinion with tech support. This gives us 20% additional skill duration on our turret and our drone. This gives us a base of 81,000 and 130,000. Alright, so first we'll do full AFK. Alright, so perfect spike. So you guys know this is something that can be beneficial because in higher content you can just pop out, get your spike, and drop back into cover. Alright, next we're going in sync. Alright, and now here's fully loaded. Alright, so we got some numbers for each of these now. Alright, let's quickly go over the max damage I was actually able to get using any of these builds. This is not an AFK, this is actually having to do the work. But this is taking into account the harmony for the perfectly in sync. And this is how we're going to try to break 300,000 damage with the turret while simultaneously running the striker drone. We're going to be using the Honey Badger with Future Perfect. You can use anything with Future Perfect. This is to proc the overcharge. This will put us into the actual realm of being able to hopefully hit that 300. And just because I wanted to go with the spirit of the build, we got the perfectly in sync, so I figured we have the perfect spike too. So we're using the Maxim 9 that comes with the Technician. 4-piece, all with skill damage. We're going with the kinetic momentum. And now let's go ahead and stack up our kills confirmed. Alright, so now keep in mind during actual gameplay you're going to have to run around to pick up these trophies. You won't get the benefit just for getting the kill. You actually have to confirm it by picking up the trophies. This just has the benefit of automatically feeding them to us. So it's good to show us what the maximum damage potential is. In actual gameplay, it's a lot harder to maintain full damage. Alright, here we go. check that out. Alright, so we did it. So the cool thing is I was able to max this out. You guys can see at 188,000 striker drone damage, and we got just over 300 damage from the turret. That was possible with 30 stacks of Memento, having the short term, the 10-second buff active, while also having the 30 stacks of the long term buff. We had 30 stacks of kinetic momentum. We had Future Perfect proc for the overcharge. In this case, it's using the Honey Badger with Future Perfect to proc that. And then we switch over to Perfectly in Sync using the Harmony. And that's how we were capable of doing this. Should note that I don't have fully maxed out mods. That's the only thing I don't have. So your damage would be just a tiny bit higher if you have everything maxed out. This is super easy to gear for. Actually, that's probably the only problem I have with this build. As you guys will see, this easily competes with going full high end, and kind of makes it moot, since when going for full high end, you need very specific things to drop. When you're looking at gear sets, you know it's going to be skill tier. You simply roll skill damage onto it, bam, call it a day. So it's insanely easy to gear for this if you want to do a skill build. So it takes away trying to really do the only real skill build options I'm seeing right now that aren't status effect is Hardwired and now Future Initiative. So that being what it is, I digress. Quickly talk about the different advantages and disadvantages, the pros and cons of using Memento versus the high-end tech support backpack. So the pros of the Memento is that you get the most utility out of it, meaning you get all 3 core attributes. Also, it has one of the biggest buffs, if not the biggest buff in the game, to almost every, whether it's your weapon damage, whether it's your bonus armor, whether it's healing, or whether it's skill damage. It's one of the biggest buffs, and it does all of those at the same time. The other cool thing about Memento, if you're doing it with the high end, so you're using Memento with the full high end build, since you would be using, more than likely you'd use 1 Wyvern, you'd use 2 hana-u, you use the Memento. Well, then you can do like 1 Murakami, so you get the extra skill duration to keep this turret and the drone out longer. And then it allows you to use a weapon core, something like, in my case, the Contractor's gloves, right? Or you could use some Fenris gloves if you want to use an assault rifle. If you want to, say in my case, I want to blast dudes down fast with the Honey Badger to proc overcharge more often, I would, possibly use Fenris. So something to keep in mind there. The cons to using the Memento is and this is versus tech support, is that there's significantly longer ramp up time, and then once you have it all the way ramped up, as soon as you hit that 30 stacks, the 5-minute counter is going, and as soon as it ends, you're back down to 0, and you have to ramp it all the way back up again. You do have to run around in most gameplay and collect the trophies. You don't instantly get the kill confirmed like you do in the gun range. You have to go around and actively pick up and secure those trophies. So in some engagements, that might not be an option for you. So you might be stuck there back behind cover, not ever getting the short-term buff, and possibly even running out of the long-term buff while you're waiting and unable to move and collect those trophies. Another downside of the Memento backpack is, we're going to assume you would be using a skill tier backpack, since you can, in the high end, you can have one with skill tier and you can roll plus 10% skill damage. You don't have that option on the Memento backpack, so you lose out on another base plus 10% skill damage by running the Memento backpack. That, of course, is pretty much mitigated once you're at full stacks. But something to note, this is one of the reasons why the tech support can be better and is better for a full AFK build, because once it procs itself, it's good. It keeps reprocking itself. And you don't have to worry about doing anything other than letting your skills do what they do. I alluded to this earlier. If you are using the Memento backpack, you cannot complete the 3-piece Murakami, so you would only use the 1 piece there. It's a small thing, but that's where the damage difference is. Not really a big deal, but something to note. So real quick, some of the bonuses of using the tech support backpack. Easy damage ramp up. You can have tech support, skill damage, skill haste, and then put on whatever mod you want. Using the full high-end build with the tech support gives you the longest duration of any of these builds. So your turret and your drone, provided it doesn't get shot down, will be out there the longest time. By far, the full high-end with the tech support is, hands down, the easiest true AFK. If you're going to post up, pop your skills out, and you're going to leave the room, that's the one I would trust to keep me alive. Downside to using the full high-end, it has limited utility compared to the utility you get from the Memento. You're obviously missing out on 15%, up to 15% weapon damage as a core talent, and up to 170,000 armor as a core attribute. And both of those help to affect the bonus damage that you do or the bonus healing you receive when the Memento is procced and ramped all the way up and with all of its stacks. Another downside, if you are using the full high end, the second piece of the Murakami comes with skill repair, which we in no way take advantage of. Bonus armor saved my ass there. Oh, it's too bad I procced the fucking overcharge right when it was no longer needed at all. Oh well. Heads up. I did not want to pick that up as a favorite. Oh, this fucking controller.
Another batch of reinforcements just headed down from the roof.
Oh, I should have left that there while I wasted these guys. Alright, we're at full stacks. We should have close to enough to do the whole fight out here.
Defensive positions around a mobile command post topside.
They've got a command station. You should pull data from it.
Oh, I did not want to. I should not have picked those up. Alright, doesn't matter. Maybe a dumb idea because I want to stay at full health. Alright, I'm gonna need a little bit of time for my health. That health regen is doesn't suck. Okay, I'm gonna blow this up a little early, just to make sure I don't have actual downtime. Somebody's trying to snipe me. Oh, there we go, that's where they are. Let's do this. Oh, dude. There's a bunch of dudes after me, but I got some bonus armor. Will bonus armor let me make it back? Oh shit, look at that. I just needed it to keep me at full armor until I get back here. Yes, it did. Look at that. I guess I gotta figure out where did I kill everybody. Nope. Dude! This goddamn button doesn't work. Something happened with my D button. My D button down.
Reinforcements entering the building on the ground floor.
Roger that.
So real quick, I'll just go over what I think the two best variations of all the current TU 11.1 XXXX, whatever we happen to be in. And that's, if you're going to do a full AFK build, then I recommend just going with the full high-end, 6-piece high-end, Laverne, 2 hana-u, 3 Murakami, tech support, kinetic momentum, stick armor on kill on all 3 slots. And this will yield you, without doing anything else, should yield you 121,000 striker drone damage and 194,000 turret damage, which should, in almost all situations through heroic, cover your ass and keep any dudes from pushing up on you. When it comes to what right now is the best build, if you want to run striker drone, assault turret, and you want to maximize your damage, I'm going to have to go with the 4-piece future initiative, all spec'd out to skill damage. Run a harmony for perfect in sync. Run something to proc future perfect so you can bust yourself an overcharge. Stick on your memento. Get all those stacks ramped up. Get your kinetic momentum wrapped up. And go to town, laze and blaze, and just wreck everything. This still is, of all the builds I do, of everything I mess around with, it always is the Astro that ends up being the cream of the crop. So, you know, I appreciate the support. I appreciate the comments. Andy, thank you for bringing this future initiative to the table, bringing it to my attention. This is awesome. I never would have thought of it. Any of you guys have any other cool ideas, send them my way. I want to try some cool shit. Hope you agents are all staying safe out there. Be well, and I'll see you guys in the dark zone. Is my turret doing that shit where it's not shooting again?